morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning tea. Happy Friday. I'm your girl, Alex Shipman, and I am joined by the amazing, wonderful Courtney Revolution. What's going on, Courtney? I just wanted to throw a little, extra background music for you to enter you in.
If y'all are wondering why my face was focused, I thought that it was me, Alex. So I was trying to subtly scroll up on my chat and hit the mute, and it was already muted. I was scared. I said, let me put on my poker face. Hi everyone, I'm Courtney Revolution. Welcome to Shambong Friday. How you doing, Alex?
I am doing well. You know that Friday is our favorite day of the week because, of course, we sip a little champagne. We have a lot of hot celebrity tea to spill for the Tea Tribe. And speaking of the Tea Tribe, if you're just joining us, let us know in the chat, where are you watching the morning tea from this morning? We love to hear all the places. And what an adorable little champagne bottle that was, Courtney. Give me some of that.
Alex, let me tell you now, girl. So y'all know, or maybe y'all didn't know, but every Shambong Friday, I would have a huge full bottle of champagne. So that means every single weekend when I would do my grocery shopping, I would be spending $10 on the little cheap champagne. So then, Alex, my brain, the saving sorcerer kicked in, and I said, well, how can I save some money? Alex, don't you know, I was in Rouse one day, and they had a pack of Miss Cooks. So that's 4 bottles, 4 Shambong Fridays for the price of 1 full bottle. So thinking about, the savings of it all.
Now, that is genius, what you just accomplished right there. Savings, because we only have a little sip at the end. Even though we want the full bottle, sometimes we only have time for a little sip. So there we go. You have figured out life. And now we can move on. You know what I mean? But Courtney, how was your Friday Junior? How was your Thursday evening?
My Thursday evening was really good, Alex. I'll tell you right now, and this is going to be really extra. I don't even know if he's here, but and good morning to Wesley. And the reason why, Alex, is because he alerted me that my favorite video game franchise is getting another movie, finally. After all of these years, Mortal Kombat is getting another film. I read the article, girl. We got a new character in there, realities this time around. And to be honest, I was an original movie in the 90s, and it's one of my favorites, but it's not really regarded that high when it comes to the movie critics. So hopefully this remake will be even better. Very excited. This is that has made my whole weekend sleep.
That's amazing. When is it going to come out?
What'd you say, girl? You know I'll be freezing.
I said that's amazing. When does the new Mortal Kombat come out? When is it supposed to be released?
Honestly, Alex, I don't even... I think it comes out in April, question mark? Correct me if I'm wrong. It could come out in April, but I just know that it's coming out on HBO Max. That's why I'm very excited, because y'all know I love HBO Max, and I already have it. No extra.
It's going to be good. If it's on the HBO Max, we know it's got that HBO quality, so I am excited for that. Looking forward to it.
I'm excited. What you do last night, girl?
What did I do last night? Trying to think. Oh, I did a little housework. I got to prep for the weekend of doing nothing. I'm still moving in. It's a process. So I tackled the bathroom last night. And so I got everything organized and did some adulting. So I can just chill and relax on this long weekend. Of course, there's a holiday on Monday, Martin Luther King, very important holiday. We are actually off Tea Tribe. Little spoiler alert, but, honoring the holiday. So we got a long weekend as well, and I want to just enjoy it rather than move anymore.
Yeah. Are you over it, Alex?
I am over it, Courtney. But something else I'm over is I see Tamara in the chat, who had a birthday yesterday, as we know, and hope you had a wonderful birthday. She said, good morning, Alex and Courtney. Alex, do you have your Shambong by now? And loving the shirt, Courtney, as well. No, I do not have my Shambong, Tamara. If you have one and would like to send it my way, maybe I can track your package better and we'll have better success.
Alex, Hollyscoop better send you just Shambong and stop playing around. Now, this is Shambong Friday, and if it's lost in the mail, I certainly know that this company has the coin to spend and make sure that Alex Schiffman has a Shambong. Don't you, Alex?
I think that is correct. But until then, we still have champagne. We still have a glass, and we still have champagne, so we can still celebrate. But yeah, you got the little, and I got the blue. We're ready to go. It's a colorful Friday here on the morning tea. But let me break down what we have on the show today because it is going to be a fun Friday. We're spilling the latest news that Wendy Williams may be auditioning for the Real Housewives of Miami. I don't know. Courtney and I are going to talk all about this news and what we think. Plus, Kesha is joining Demi Lovato in search for the extraterrestrial. Kesha's the latest to have found some interest in aliens. And then Cardi B gets cast as the lead in a new movie. Some movie news coming from Cardi B's world. Then also the Dolan twins are leaving YouTube. A big announcement for them. So we'll tell you all about that. And then Dua Lipa is finally responding to last year's strip club drama. Remember that, Courtney? Yeah, we'll tell you about. And then we're also talking about Harry Styles reaching 1 billion plays on Spotify for that song Watermelon Sugar, which we all know plays, I don't know, maybe 150 times a day. And then Chance the Rapper and Dionne Warwick are teaming up. Of course, we saw their Twitter exchange earlier this month. Well, they may be making some music, and this is exciting. And then we're still talking about Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett on the charts and what's going on there in that ex relationship. And then behind the Kar-Jenner gates, Kim is getting called out over a recent Instagram story. And then, of course, it's Chicago's 3rd birthday, and Kim celebrates all over Instagram, so we'll tell you about that. And then finally, for our OMT story of the day, Selenators, if you're here, stick around because we are celebrating Selena Gomez's new Spanish language song, De Una Vez, and how Jelena shippers are already ruining it, as they do best. We have so much tea to spill, so don't miss a drop. Courtney, this is going to be a fun Champagne Friday. Are you ready for it?
Alex, you know I'm ready, but first, let's shout out Travis. You know Travis is here, girl. Good morning, Travis.
Yes.
Travis is saying, good morning, loves. Miss Gomez is the queen of Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I really did enjoy that song, Travis. Good morning to you. And just so you guys know, in case you're watching and you're new, hi, welcome to the morning tea. Me and Alex are going to get to that title of the video. It's just going to be a little bit later on. So hang tight, get into all of the other stories, and have fun chit-chatting with the rest of the tea tribe. Right, Alex?
That is right, Courtney. I saw you pour up that hot water. Let's cheers to this tea because it is good tea today.
Ooh.
Ooh, we are ready. All right, and if you're new here, we kick off the show with You Missed It, and these are all the stories you may have missed overnight. But don't worry, Courtney and I make sure to handle all the trending tea for you. And first up, we're talking about Wendy Williams as a Real Housewife. I don't know what's going on, but Bravo wants to bring back Real Housewives of Miami, and Wendy let that slip that she would love to join the cast as a friend of the show at the very least. Wendy said, quote, Miami is like my second home, so I would like to be a friend of the show, and you can bring me in by being a friend of Larsa Pippen. I'm very nosy. I'll become friends with everybody on the show, and then I'll wander off and go see my dad. No cameras, even though in the name of my mother, I'm sure my father will love that. I'll go see my sister and spend time with my son, and maybe if you all have cute daughters, maybe the kids can be out of it while we have adult fun. That's a good sell, though, right? All right, Bravo. So she full on gave a sales pitch there. She had it all covered. Wendy seemed to, as we said, figure it out herself, even down to how she would continue to shoot her talk show. More or less, she would basically just shoot Real Housewives of Miami's on the weekends. So she gave the schedule, she gave the storylines, she's ready to go. So Courtney and T-Tribe, what do you think? Should Wendy join a Housewives franchise or should she just stick to the talk show?
The thing, Alex, I never thought that I would say something like this in regards to Wendy, but let me try to nail this.
All
accurately.
right.
First of
Let's
all,
do it.
I would love to see Wendy on Real Housewives, anything, just because I am a Real Housewives crazy person. So let's get that out of the way. Yes, I want to see Wendy. But I feel like Wendy Williams, girl, you're above this. Now, I've watched Wendy for years and years and years, and Wendy's always the one to be like, Kim Fields, you're above this. Like, Wendy, you're like the queen of like commentary, gossip, what have you. What you gonna be doing over with them girls in Miami? However, she's painted the picture for us. She doesn't even want to hold whatever they hold out in Miami. She really just wants to be sort of like a Marlo, a friend to the show, where she doesn't really have to show all of her life, but she does sort of, get into the mess maybe here and there. And then, like she said, she flies back to New York and does her show. I do want to point out, you guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but since Wendy and Nene have fallen out, Wendy has been very comfortable with the idea of interacting with people that Nene is not necessarily cool with. Andy Cohen, Kim Zolciak. You guys know that Nene's like boycotting Bravo for discrimination right now. So I just find it to be very interesting that after all of these years of Wendy being like she would never share and you shouldn't either, that now all of a sudden she's got the whole setup and she's ready to play.
I completely agree. It's very interesting timing. It's not something I think Wendy would ever be a part of. She has her talk show. She has her platform to speak about the housewives, but for her to actually join one of the franchises just doesn't, I don't know, seem right. What I will say, though, that if it happens, we know she's going to be entertaining. We know she's going to get in the heat of the drama. I mean, would be a perfect housewife if it came down to it, but I don't really see it. I think she has her own career and platform that she does so well. So why?
Also, I just want to just be clear because this is like such a common thing that people say when you hear someone is joining Real Housewives and they're divorced. Alex, I think we can agree as Real Housewives enthusiasts that the term housewife is used very loosely when it comes to being on the Real Housewife. Like, you don't need to be married. You just need to have
Right.
money, a good story, and maybe have a man in the background.
Yeah.
And Wendy could call anybody and have anybody show up and take her on a date for the cameras. Come on now, y'all.
I also like, I'll be a friend of Larsa. Like, she is getting in one of these characters that will have the most drama on the show that, all the headlines are talking about right now. She's like, let me choose that one. She's so kind of smart. She put her producer hat on and was like, let me find the housewife that's going to have the most kind of hype around her, and I'll be a friend of that one. Like, she's just so
Listen,
good.
I'm not going to lie. Wendy would certainly bring in the viewers. I think that whether people really dislike her or love her, they'll say that they're not going to watch, but they'll be curious enough to tune in. You know? That's what I believe.
Definitely. All right. Well, something that this next celebrity believes is the truth is out there, because last October, Demi Lovato posted to her Instagram about a trip she took with a group of extraterrestrial observers in Joshua Tree. Now it looks like she's inspiring more than just fans to look into the unknown. Kesha spoke to ET yesterday about a conversation she had with Demi for her podcast Kesha and the Creepies, all about aliens and the paranormal. So Kesha said this, quote, I loved the conversation we had because there were a couple books she mentioned and an app she mentioned that I immediately downloaded. I told my family, all I want for Christmas is for us to all meditate and try to channel extraterrestrials. And they're like, okay. I'm like trying to get all my friends and family into meditating the aliens to us. Hobby because of Demi Lovato. So it seems like the extraterrestrial life is infectious. And we now have at least 2 pop stars that are looking for something higher than ourselves. So what do you make of this news, Courtney and T-Tribe, and are you tempted to join their cause?
Hi, I'm going to be annoying real quick, but y'all already know I love a good idea. Now, Alex, this is the show right here. Kesha's podcast, when the world gets a little better, Kesha's podcast as a television show. I want her hunting the ghosts, the aliens, and all the extraterrestrials, but I want Demi part of it, and I want Post Malone part of it. Just those 3. Oh
on MTV.
my God. Could you imagine? That's entertaining. The three of them
It would.
together. Like I see that. I'm on board. I think it's interesting that Kesha is such a fan of the unknown and the extraterrestrial of it all. I personally am not going to search for aliens. I don't want to be abducted. Um, but I think that it's fun. And honestly, I would rather catch aliens than play with makeup. I think that that makes more sense. So go off,
Yeah, I
Kesha. Shout out to Demi. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I feel like it's very on brand for Kesha. Of course, we know that she just started this podcast, Kesha and the Creepies. So this is something that just makes sense, like you said. And I think that show idea would be great. We could put it on MTV. It'd be very, very entertaining. And maybe they could find some life out there that we don't even know exists. Like they may have the power to do so. So um, it's hilarious, but like you said, I'm not searching. I don't want to be abducted. I don't want any part of this, but I do believe that maybe there is something out there that is bigger than us.
I think so. It just don't, y'all. It just don't make sense that out of all the billions and trillions of stars and galaxies and Milky Ways, that we the only ones up on the rock. We the only ones up on the rock spinning around, kikiing and drinking water. I don't believe it, Alex. Let me call Kesha. Let
I
me be on
know.
the show, girl. I'll produce
All
it.
right, y'all. Listen to something else you're not going to believe. Because Cardi B is still trying to become a movie star, and she is getting closer thanks to a new project. So, according to Variety, Cardi has been cast as the lead in an upcoming comedy called Assisted Living. The film is about a thief on the run from her crew and the cops after a job goes bad and has to disguise herself as an elderly woman in the same nursing home her grandmother lives in. So, think like Sister Act meets Mrs. Doubtfire is kind of the vibe we're getting, but Cardi's already appeared in, of course, 2019's Hustlers and has been signed on to the next Fast and Furious movie as well. But this will be the first time that she has a lead or she leads a project herself. So do you think Cardi has what it takes to be a movie star?
I've never seen Cardi act before. I will say that she had a personality. I don't think that this will come down to talent, truthfully. Not saying she doesn't have any, God forbid I say that. But I think that people are gonna go and see it regardless of whether it's good. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that Hustlers was like, people felt, the fake out of that. Very Chris Brown and Stomp the Yard. She was only in it, I heard, very briefly. So this is the next step, and she should be taking on bigger roles as time goes on. So we'll have to see. Good luck to her.
Yeah, I want to shout out Karen in the chat who's saying this is going to be good. I like her series so far on Facebook. Karen, I still have to check out her series, but I agree. I think that Cardi is a performer. However you feel about her music or her as a person, she is theatrical. Brings the dramatics to every music video she does, and she's funny. Like her comedic timing is good. And so I think she has the ability to kind of break into the acting world as well. She's super talented, and like you said, she's gonna bring eyeballs to whatever she is a part of because she has the power to do that. So I definitely see it, and I'm excited for her. All right, well, moving on to some people that may be doing some other projects as well. The Dolan twins are leaving YouTube. After gaining 10.7 million subscribers and hours upon hours of content produced, the brothers announced yesterday on their podcast that they will be stepping away from their successful channel. They did say that they will continue to produce their podcast. There's no telling whether that will be put onto their channel each week. Regardless, they will no longer be creating the new video content that fans have come to love. So Ethan explained the twins' feelings, saying, quote, I want to say us creating, I guess the YouTube channel was our top level production of everything that we create. To me, I enjoyed creating for YouTube more than I do for Instagram, Twitter, anything else. And I always saw it as what I put most of my effort into. There just came a time, now is the time that we want to move on to bigger and better things that are going to be more of a challenge for us. So the boys were adamant about how they just don't have the drive or motivation anymore to continue making YouTube style content. And they promised that they do want to keep creating and keep pushing themselves, but they have grown past what YouTube can provide for them. So Courtney and T Tribe, what do you think of the Dolan twins moving away from YouTube after so long? And do you understand, or can you relate to that type of idea where you just don't have the motivation or drive to create content on a specific platform anymore?
I'm going to keep it cute today, Alex, because I have friends that know these young men. All I'm going to say is I'm not surprised. Good luck to
Okay.
them. And hopefully, whatever they do will be high quality, showcase a lot of effort, and also showcase creativity.
Okay. All right.
Oh God, Alex, I cannot be professional for nothing. I be trying though, girl. I be trying because I'm reading the chat at the same time, and they are speaking my language. So just know, y'all, you are not alone. Y'all are just not working. It's all. But good luck to them. Good luck to them, Alex.
Definitely. I feel, you know, they obviously 10.7 million subscribers. They have made their mark in the YouTube space. Hopefully, they will continue to be successful outside of it. But have you ever been there, Courtney, where you just weren't motivated to create? Like you just were kind of just done. You needed a break.
Um, yeah, I'm in that break right now, girl. I
Yeah.
think that for me, I'm a person of routine. So I do things robotically until broken out of the routine. And then once I'm out of the routine, I don't, it's very hard for me to jump back into it. So I get it. Be realistic and to be honest, I think that burnout for me as a creator and burnout for the Dolan twins who don't edit their videos, it's different.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They do have a team behind them. Um, but listen, all in all, they do have people that are looking for their content. So hopefully they continue to, still find some inspiration somewhere else. Let's just say that. But let's move on to
How
the
about
Dua
this?
Lipa news.
Can I just rewrite your comment? Let's hope that
Yeah.
they find inspiration
Yes.
first.
100%.
The inspiration and then the creativity. Let's hope they find it. Maybe they
Find
need a
that.
map, a backpack, a little Miss Dora, but hopefully they will find it. The break
Yeah.
has come at the right time. Yes, it has.
All right. Well, at the beginning of last year, Dua Lipa and Lizzo came under scrutiny after the Grammys when they went to an after party at the Crazy Girls strip club in LA. So when the video of Dua throwing money at dancers came out, she, Lizzo, and Lil Nas X, who was with them, all were called out for being anti-feminist. In a new interview with Rolling Stone, Dua is now speaking out about the backlash she and her fellow artists received for the incident. Dua told the magazine, quote, I just feel like if you're a feminist, you have to also support women in all fields of work. We have to support sex workers. We have to believe that the work is their choice and their right. It seems quite hypocritical, I think, people picking and choosing as to how they want to support women and when it suits them. That's another form of misogyny, which really derives from the male gaze. So, Courtney and T Tribe, what do you think Dua is choosing to, or why do you think Dua is choosing to respond in this way now? And what do you think of her comments?
To be honest, Alex, I like her comments and her comments are true.
Mhm.
I could not for the life of me. I wish I could go back and pull that clip because I couldn't understand why how the stories were coming out at the time, Alex. It was very much like Lizzo throws dollar bills on strippers. And then like when you read the article, then it was like, and Dua Lipa was there. Like, you know what I mean? So I couldn't understand why there was such a negative connotation associated with supporting the dancers. Alex, would they have preferred if Dula and all of her peeps went up there and didn't tip the dancers? That's not supporting the workers. That's just sitting up there looking at them for free.
That's a good point.
Like Mr. Makeshift just said in the chat, power to Dua. I do wonder why she took so long to say anything and let Lizzo sort of take the heat for that. But I do agree with the statement. it just holds, it just feels less impactful because of the timing. That's all.
Right, right. You would have hoped that it came out around the same time everyone was talking about it.
I
Yeah,
Alex time has everything. It's almost like letting your friend hold the bag. You know what I mean? It was three of y'all. Only one gets caught, and the other two are like, oh well, girl, let me put my little album out. And Lil Nas was there too. He said, girl, it's a holiday, girl. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? And Lizzo said,
right.
well, damn, y'all been dragging me this whole month. Can I live? It seemed like around that time it was a lot of Lizzo hate. You know?
Do you think Lizzo will respond to this? Do you think she will come back or she'll just leave it as it is?
I think Lizzo is on an island somewhere, minding her business, scooping out jackfruit meat and making good meals on TikTok. I think that that's what she's probably doing. I think Lizzo's really trying to get herself together so that when it's time for her to officially re-emerge, that she won't be affected by all of the nonsense. You know,
Right.
because we already know people are waiting for with their daggers to throw at her. But I think Lizzo's getting herself mentally together, so that she can just do her thing and go back behind her own gates.
Right. Completely agree. But good for Dua for speaking out. I mean, there is weight behind her message, and at least she did speak up and say something. I also want to talk about her on the cover of Rolling Stone and the photos in this article because it may be some of my favorite photos I have seen of Dua. I'm not sure who the photographer is. If anyone knows in the chat, let me know. But the outfits, I mean, her body looks amazing. I just stopped and was like, wow, this is a photo. So I did appreciate the
May I
art.
ask the T-Tribe a question, Alex?
Yes.
Do you consider Dua Lipa a main pop girl? Like when I say a main pop girl, I say Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande. Like these are our pop girls. Like back 10 years ago, it was like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, and
Right.
on some albums you throw Nicki in there, depending on who's having the conversation. Is Dua our this next 10 years? Is she gonna be one of our main pop girls? Do you believe?
I mean, I think she's talented enough to do that. I think at this point, it's kind of, I don't want to say trendy because I don't think that's the right word, but right now she is one of the girls, like in 2021 with her most recent album and the music and everything. Like she's hot right now. I think she's super
Mhm.
talented. I love her music, and I think she has the uh, ability to kind of stick around for many years, but only time will tell.
I think. See, there's a part of me that wants to run and say Future Nostalgia was so good, yes, but we've got to be
Yeah,
able to see her duplicate that at least more times
then
before we say,
exactly,
okay, yeah, you know what I mean? On your way,
exactly.
Dula.
Yes. Like right this moment, if I had to answer a question right now, I'd say yes. But like you said, all those other pop stars that you name replicated that success many times. So let's
Mhm.
see it. I think she can do it. Okay, but
Think
speaking of
so?
success, let's get into this music news because Watermelon Sugar High, indeed. Harry Styles set a new milestone for himself yesterday when his single Watermelon Sugar reached 1 billion plays on Spotify. You heard that, 1 billion plays. Harry has two other songs that are coming up right behind the hit as well, with Adore You currently around 700 million plays and Sign of the Times at over 750 million. Fans around the world tweeted
Mm.
at Harry their congratulations on the accomplishment. What do you think of this achievement on Harry's part as he joins Ariana Grande, Drake, and Justin Bieber in the Billion Streams Club? Can you 1 billion streams? Like that is insane.
Alex, I'm over here like I'm can't even see 1,000 plays on their TikTok. And Harry Styles has put out a work of something that people have listened to over 1 billion times. To think that we're part of that, Alex. I know you have
Right.
streamed it more than once. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it's a good song. It's not annoying. You know how some ads like Gangnam Style, like it's like a fad or it's like trendy, and then that's how they sort of
Right.
reach that accolade. This just happened to be a really good song, and that's it. And
Yeah.
that's what happens when you're talented.
Harry is very talented and he really, I mean, he mastered this solo career. Like he did this right.
Mm.
He is a true artist and he deserves this success. I'm excited for him. Not only is he, a beautiful specimen and very
Mm.
charming, but he's also talented. So I love it. I want to say good morning to
Mm.
Jessica. It says good morning, Alex and Courtney. And I see you, Amanda, in the chat. She wants us to give her little Colin a shout out. Hello, Colin. And Amanda, thank you for watching us every single day.
Hello,
We
Colin.
love you. Hope you're having a fun Friday and an even better weekend coming up. Long weekend. Um,
Oh,
so exciting. But can you also, of course, we know Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Drake, also with the a billion streams. Like, who do you think's next after
yeah.
Harry? Who's coming for the
Um,
billion?
a billion streams, you know who it'll be? It's gonna be, and this is not because I personally enjoyed their music. I've never heard their music before, but it's gonna be like Dixie D'Amelio or something like that. It's gonna be one of the TikTokers that turn into a musician because they already have the audience
Good
built
point.
in. And once one of them
Yes,
really gets like a hit that we all know, meaning well, I'll say, but people outside of the internet know, the locals, if you will. Once they get a hold of something that they really like, that's when it'll happen, you know?
yeah, yes, I agree. That's a great point. Okay, well, maybe it'll be this next song because Chance the Rapper and Dionne Warwick are getting ready to collaborate on a new song. Confirmed on Twitter by Dionne Warwick herself, the newly minted social media darling spoke about the upcoming single and the charities that it will promote. So this is cool. She said, quote, Chance and I will be getting in the studio very soon. It's going to be a pleasure working with him and his organization called Social Works as he's working with mine, Hunger, Not Impossible. We're going to try to do some wonderful things for people that are desperately in need. So keep your eyes and ears open because we're getting in that studio soon and we're going to give you something that you cannot resist. Okay? Chance also showed his excitement, quote, tweeting the legend in all caps. There's also a possibility that The Weeknd may also join the two singers for the charity single, but he wasn't mentioned in any of the recent promotion for the song. The organization Chance is supporting, Social Works, is a nonprofit he founded to empower youth through the arts, education, and civic engagement in his home city of Chicago. And then Dion's charity, Hunger Not Impossible, is a service connecting families in need with prepaid and nutritious meals from local restaurants. So both doing wonderful things with their charity. So this is going to be double the charity, double the success. Are you excited to see what these two come up with? I mean, I know I'm ready for it.
Alex, I'm very excited for this. Random, but I did not realize that so many people had a problem with Chance the Rapper's music. So a lot of YouTube videos made about like why Chance the Rapper fell off, and y'all know I love me some Chance the Rapper. Or he loves his wife. So I don't get it, but I'm here for this. I'm excited. It's for a good cause. Dionne Warwick is an absolute legend. Just the hype of maybe Abel being on this is huge. I just like the fact that Dionne Warwick is now like a social media superstar, and I know I keep bringing this up every time we talk about it. There's just something so incredibly genuine about, like I said, watching her discover these gems on the internet, asking about Cardi B, asking if there's an onset when someone brings up Offset. I think that she's interesting, and this is interesting. More gaps bridged like this. Because when else would Chance the Rapper work with Dionne Warwick?
Yeah, and I'm sure his mind is blown that it's happening as well. Remember how he reacted when she first even recognized him? She, Dion, the singer, she was going to call herself now because of his name. I just absolutely love that she's entered the Twitterverse, and they have to like. I feel like they're gonna do something where she starts a new app or she sponsors something technology related, she's gonna be the face of very soon, right? Like for
Yeah.
her or something.
To get Dionne Warwick, you know, like these brands like Complex or Variety or whatever, they need to get Dionne Warwick to react to very pop culture things that have occurred in the past decade online that she
Yes,
probably is not aware of. That's what y'all need to
exactly.
do. So I don't understand what GQ and the rest of the girls, Cosmo, everyone has a YouTube brand channel. I don't know why y'all are not lighting up her email. Because if I could, I would. But y'all can have that idea. You're welcome.
It's so good. It's so good. I'm interested. What do you think the sound's gonna sound like? You know what I mean? Like between Dionne Warwick's iconic music and then Chance the Rapper, like what is that gonna sound like? And then The Weeknd possibly being involved, like I don't even know what to think.
See, I already know that we need to save Abel for the bridge. You know what I mean? We need him for the. We need him like, don't call me Angel, y'all. Don't be triggered, but I just said that because we know how we feel about that song. But we know how Lana
Yeah.
Del Rey came in on the bridge. They switched up the whole production. That's what they need to do for Abel. But I'm thinking maybe it'll have I'm imagining something upbeat. I'm imagining something that sounds big. You know what I mean? Something
Ooh,
big.
yeah.
Maybe Dion comes in on the hook, and then Chance has like real memorable verses.
So do we think it's gonna be as good as like a We Are the World or is it We Are the World? The when they had all the
Yeah, we
charity.
are the
Yeah, right?
world. We are the children.
Is it going to be something to that level? Are there going to be like 30 celebrities involved and we're just starting? We're just the tip of the iceberg with Chance, The Weeknd and Dion. This much may be much bigger than we think.
We need Dion Warwick and say to team up to get the next We Are
Yes.
World. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why we need Beyonce is not only because she's Beyonce and she's so vocally talented. She's a beast at Beyonce, but Alex, gotta think. When your email pop up and it say Beyonce's team, are you gonna say no?
No,
Celebrity or not? You gotta
never.
show up to that studio.
Yes.
Okay. So we need Queen Date.
Well, T-Tribe, who else do you want to be part of the new age We Are the World as Courtney and I are now making it? Let us know. While you're doing
We're casting.
Yeah, we're casting. Let's move on to some other exciting music news because Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license is breaking records on Spotify and shocking industry execs everywhere for its continued and seemingly unstoppable success. So, one of Spotify's top hit leads, Becky Bass, spoke about the song's success, saying that her team is used to seeing numbers like this for artists such as BTS and Ariana Grande, but that for someone new to the stage as Olivia, this is completely unheard of. She told Billboard, quote, my experience and as a team, we were just discussing this earlier, we've never seen anything like this, where you do have a newer artist that just comes out of the gate in such a dominant way and just continues to grow. I mean, we were like, whoa, these first day numbers are huge. And then they were bigger the second day, bigger the third day. So it really feels unprecedented and likely is unprecedented. So this praise is coming on the heels of another new song that is bringing some drama to Olivia's newfound superstardom. Released yesterday, Joshua Bassett's new single, Lie, 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 has come out alongside a music video. We spoke earlier this week about how fans have started to interpret both singers' songs, that they may be about one another, and the failed secret romance that they shared up until August of last year. So even if this isn't true and the songs are unrelated, how do you think these fan theories are going to affect each artist's work? Do you think that Joshua stands a chance as making such a big mark as Olivia's song has? And did you like Lies, Lies, Lies?
First of all, I very much enjoyed Lie Lie Lie. To be honest, y'all, they're about to throw tomatoes. I enjoyed Lie 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 more than I enjoyed Driver's License, to be honest. I want to ask
Oh,
y'all a
okay.
genuine curiosity, and this is not a read, and also Alex, please answer as well. Do y'all think the reason we all, because I include myself in this, do you think the reason why we all enjoy driver's license so much is because it has taken maybe some of the best parts of artists that we already love and we're reminded and it's a little bit comforting? Like I
Yeah.
hear people say, oh, well, this reminds me of Taylor Swift and this part reminds me of Lord and this part reminds me of this person. Not saying that she's not talented and she's not going to do her own thing and she's not in her own lane, because I believe that, Alex. But do you think that with this particular song, that's why we love it so much, because it feels familiar?
I think that's a good point, but to play devil's advocate to that, Courtney, isn't that what kind of music is all about? We take inspiration from some of our favorite artists and then we're inspired to create our own music, and it should, and
Mm,
I feel like that's kind of how the music industry continues to thrive is
yeah.
capitalizing off inspiration and all of that. But I agree with you. I think it does sound very similar to things we have heard.
Mm,
We may just feel comfort in it because it's good.
mm. And it's okay. Just to be
Yeah,
clear, y'all. It's okay if driver's license reminds you of something else. I'm not saying that Olivia is like a copycat or anything like that, because I do like her and I do enjoy the song. But I was thinking about
right.
that this morning. I was like, I wonder if the reason
Right.
why we're all, I keep singing that, oh my God, it sounds like boop. And I'm like, Shout out to Travis. Travis is saying Olivia is a blend of Lord and Taylor, and I love it. And if you feel that way, good morning, Travis. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, I loved the bridge. That does remind me of Lord. I think what it is
Right.
now, Alex, is I'm hungry for what's next, because she's still so new to me that I'm curious now. I want to see, okay, girl, what else you got? Are you a piano girl? Are you a guitar
Right.
girl? An album later, are you gonna be like a Maren Morris? Give us a little EDM something something.
Ooh.
I want to see how far to go musically, because I also think that this is very interesting how her song has catapulted. And I mean, we have a plethora of Disney stars, past and
Right.
present, that have not been able to do this. So I mean, either Disney really believes, or Olivia, girl, it's not even speculation to say that she's next up because she's here. But I'm ready for the next part.
Yes, me as well. And I think that it's really exciting what's going on with kind of the PR spin behind it, and the song possibly being about Joshua. And he comes out with Lie, Lie, Lie. And like you said, Lie, Lie, Lie is good. And I'm kind of happy it's good, because it
Mm,
would be disappointing if he just came out with a song and we're just like, okay, it's kind of what we expected, but it's good. He also has star potential. I kind of want this couple back together. I appreciate what's going on, and they're both very talented.
mm,
And I feel excited to see what's next for them. I don't think they're going away anytime soon, whether it's in,
mm.
a new kind of young adult Netflix movie that we see them in next. Like there's more to the story.
I need Sabrina Carpenter's agent, because I see y'all talking about Sabrina in the chat. We ain't forget about Sabrina. I like all three.
Yes.
I need whoever I know that she's in the situation she's in, but her team, who no matter what team, would have to be literally the dumbest people on earth, to not be begging her on their knees to drop anything. Girl, just sing on the Instagram
Right.
story. Because Sabrina, not saying you couldn't drop on your own the projects, girl, but she needs to drop like today, like
Right. And
latest
something
next Friday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love Sabrina. But something we also have to remember is they're still also so young. Like, Olivia before High School Musical, the series, it just keeps going. I've personally been following her since Bizarre Vark days, interviewed the cast on set.
Mm,
Like, she's been around for a while. So it's not like she's an overnight um, superstar. And that's what
mm-hmm.
happens a lot. We think, like, oh, where did Olivia come from? She's very talented and she still has so much of a career to live. So I'm excited.
Mm. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm very interested to see what those three gonna do. Cause I've like you've
Yeah.
been following Olivia. I've kept my Selena eye on Minder. So
Oh, yeah.
good things will happen, Alex. I'm sure.
Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. Let's get into our favorite family, Courtney, because I'm here at the gate. Beep, beep. I've been waiting here. I'll throw you the keys. Let me, because we need to talk about our car Jenner tea time.
If you guys are all set for all of the tea from behind the car Jenner gates, be sure to turn your volumes down for Car Jenner Tea Time! Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just me.
Okay, so we're kicking off Car Jenner Tea Time with some Kim news because Kim showed off some of her new body makeup products earlier this week, and fans spotted some discrepancies. Posting to her social media accounts to support her KKW makeup brand, Kim showed off a comparison pic between her two hands. In the photo, she shows the difference the body makeup has on her skin tone. The left shows what the makeup looks like when she applied, and the right has Kim's natural skin tone. Fans jumped on Kim online with people calling her out for blackfishing and making fun of how pale her skin is naturally. Some fans even compared her to the look of an uncooked chicken breast. Wow, people are just. Do you think that this was deserved on her part, Courtney and T Tribe? And what did you think of her using the body makeup?
My question, Alex, and this has been the question that I've had since I saw this sort of going viral. And I don't know everything about this, first of all. So if you have it, be sure to you have my permission to get me together. Alex, don't we know that Kim has psoriasis? And that's why
Right.
this was created in the first place, was because she
Yes.
had psoriasis and she wanted to make sure her skin was even, because with psoriasis, correct me if I'm wrong, psoriasis havers, you get like splotchy skin, or it makes your skin uneven, or
Right.
you get itchy patches or something like that. It was to
Yes,
my understanding that it was created. So I
it
don't
was.
really understand. The deal is, if I'm not a Car Jenner fan like the way some of y'all are, and I know that, I don't understand the big deal. Literally, one of my mutuals on Twitter had like a tweet go viral, like making fun of Kim and the two-tone hands, and I felt like being like, psoriasis, but then girl, I would have got dragged. So I mean, people are just ignorant in this particular case, you know.
I I agree. I feel like she also, I think it started with psoriasis, and then there was a time when she was helping out MJ with the veins. I can't think of the
Very.
yes, and it also
Mhm.
helped that. This is something to empower women and make them feel, more beautiful, and um, it's supposed to be a positive thing. And of course, the internet brings a different a different tone to it. But I agree. I don't think in this case she deserves the criticism she's getting.
Yeah, and also, Alex, this product would be good, I imagine, for those of y'all that may be covered in tattoos and y'all want to go to your job meeting and feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit confident. Like, why are y'all mad that Kim developed a product like this for people that will buy it from her?
Right.
People would be like, concealer or whatever from Kim. You don't have to, but she made it for people that would buy it
Exactly.
from her. I wasn't mad at her color correction.
No, and I also say, like, you know, there. What about a spray tan? Any girl, a lot of girls love a good spray tan, make them look good. So that's okay. So what's different about
Mhm.
this?
Alex, I want to be clear before we move on, right? So there are, and you may be aware, Alex, that there's a niche of influencer on Instagram where there are these white women that they put on their foundation to look like Courtney. And that is blackfishing, and that is a thing that is happening online, in case you guys didn't know. But this is not this is apples and oranges. This is not the same thing. And I think that that's how the internet was trying to spin it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Not on this one, y'all. Not on this
No.
one.
Okay, well, let's move on to something else Kim is sharing on the internet, which is a little bit more positive. Today is Chicago West's third birthday. Kim commemorated this special day by posting a ton of photos and videos of her daughter to her Instagram page. The pics include Chicago dressed as a princess, having some fun with a lizard at the pet store, and jamming out with a xylophone. Kim captioned her post with, quote, "My shy princess, today you are 3. You have the sweetest little high voice that I could listen to all day. You bring so much magic into all of our lives. My heart is so full that you chose me to be your mommy. I can't wait to celebrate you with slime and LOL dolls today. Happy birthday, Chicago." So what did you think of these posts, Courtney and T-Tribe? And can you believe how old Kim's kids are getting?
Alex, I feel like I don't know what it is, and maybe this is just a thing when you don't have kids or don't see your own kids every single day. I feel like every single time I see their kids, they just look older, like drastically
Yeah,
older. To me, it's like the same thing when I watch like reality shows and they have kids and you binge
right?
watch and all of a sudden the next season they're like 25 and they were 12 the last season. It's crazy. I just want to say, Alex, that there's something about the way the Kardashians celebrate themselves and their family members that makes me just want to make a lot of money so that I can celebrate and down celebration on my family and friends as well. That is one thing that I do enjoy about them. They take it there.
No, I love that point, Courtney, and I think that's something that people can remember when they want it. When the Kardashians get a lot of hate, and I think there are times when we can just say something like that and say, okay, I respect that, and I want to do that for my
Mhm.
family and as well. So happy birthday, Chicago. Can't believe you're 3. She's a beautiful little girl. All their kids are stunning. Cheers to her, and let's have a little champagne before we get into our OMG,
Cheers.
Courtney.
Wait,
Cheers.
Alex. Before we
Yes.
wait, girl, wait, Alex. Before we cheers, right? Because we're about to get into the OMT, which is news, right? Cheers to all of the Selenators in the Selenators. Put your crowns in the chat. If you're ready for the
Yes.
Selena news, give this video a thumbs up. Y'all been begging for this. Y'all might as well just like the video because we're going to get into some things. Sleight of Anna saying, joining a date, but just shouting out Betty White. Queen's B-Day is Sunday. Happy
Oh,
birthday to our Queen, Betty White.
so we
And
know.
Alex, let's cheers to this Selena
Cheers.
news. Cheers.
All right.
Bam.
All right. Yes, we love seeing those crowns in the chat. So we are so excited because Selena Gomez has graced us with new music and we can't get enough. After teasing out at the end of last year that she was working on a new Spanish language album, Selena finally dropped her latest single and music video for De Una Vez. This is her first Spanish language song since 2018's Taki Taki, and it already has fans buzzing. Of course, it wouldn't be new Selena music or new Selena anything, unfortunately, without the Jelena fans stepping in. So the new song has Selena singing about a difficult past love with lyrics such as "Ya no duele como antes, no la herida de tu amor sano." That's translating
Read my
to
Spanish.
"Doesn't hurt like before, no, the wound of your love healed." Many fans think that this points to her past relationship with Justin, with the song concluding with Selena having no regrets about her past. Selena also spoke to Apple Music about the new song and possibly many more, saying, quote, "This has been something I've wanted to do for years, or for 10 years, working on a Spanish project because I'm so proud of my heritage and just genuinely felt like I wanted this to happen. You know what's funny is I actually think I sing better in Spanish. That was something I discovered. It was a lot of work. And look, you cannot mispronounce anything. I'm targeting my heritage and I couldn't be more excited." Fans even dug up some old tweets from 2011 that show Selena has also been working towards more Spanish language music for a while now. Okay, so first things first, how did you like the new song and music video, Courtney and T-Tribe? And second, do you think it has anything to do with Justin Bieber? And if it does, should Jelena fans hold on to any hope at all? And T-Tribe, apologies. I tried my best Spanish, and if I didn't do it right, you know what? Let me know.
Girl, you got me ready to put my cha-cha heels on, girl. What you talking about? I actually was very impressed, Alex. I pressed play, watched the YouTube video, and I was very, very entertained, and something that I really enjoyed about the experience of the song, because when I listened to it at the same time I watched the music video. Very poetic. When you get to read the lyrics along. You know me, y'all. I'm deaf, so I turn on closed captions, y'all. So it was nice hearing her sing in Spanish, so I could say, "Oh, she sounds great," but also understand what actually she's talking about. And I very much enjoyed the Matilda vibes of the music
Yes.
video as well. Everything levitating up off that floor, girl, was giving me life. Um, Something that did bother me though, Alex, was the fact that by listening to the song, I already knew what the blogs were going to say. I knew what some fans were going to say in thinking that Selena is singing about Justin. However, you guys, we already know, and Selenators, you already know, that Selena spoke about being done with that chapter and closing the door in
Yeah.
terms of um, being inspired by the pain that she went through being with Justin. So I don't think that she's singing about Justin, y'all. And if I did, I would tell y'all, and I would come with the receipts too. Who knows, Alex? She could have had a bunch of secret boyfriends we ain't never heard about or seen, or she was never pictured with. And that's who she's singing about. We just don't know. But the drama of it all is very interesting. Do you think that there will come a day that Selena can sing about love without people automatically jumping to the Justin Bieber thing?
I hope so because it kind of upsets me that anything she releases, even something as exciting as a Spanish language album or single like this, that's where the direction immediately goes. And yeah, I saw someone in the chat saying, Justin is not Selena's only ex, and let's remember that. So everything doesn't have to be related to Justin. It could just be, generally speaking, an ex that you're better off without. Of course, it's natural for fans to go there, and I understand why, and I don't, criticize them for going there. But I also think that it doesn't have to be about that, also, you know?
Travis is saying all that matters are the, and I agree. I think that this next Spanish project, Selena has probably something that will offer a lot of healing for her fans, which they're all about it. So I'm ready. Go off.
Exactly. So, do we think that we're going to get a full length album? Do we think?
Yes, we're gonna get a full length album, and I think that it will be critically acclaimed. I
Yes.
think that there's some people that really feel like Selena Gomez is a joke, and they feel like she's not really Hispanic, and she's not real, and she shouldn't do this, and she shouldn't do that. And Selena said, "You know what, girl? I got all this money. I'm happy. I'm loving myself. I'm gonna do what I want." So she's cooking up in the kitchen on Selena and Chef season 2, and she about to bless us with this Spanish project, and I'm here for it. I support it. If I didn't, Alex, I would be like, maybe she should reroute. You know?
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. I love the song. I also love the Frida Kahlo vibes. Did you get that when you saw Selena?
I
Right?
did. I
Yeah.
think, Alex, I get the feeling that maybe her music videos will all be linked. Maybe it's a visual album, you know, and
That
it
was
tells
a
a story.
that visual was very, very powerful. I mean, the one take where the camera moves with your perspective throughout. I, I may be wrong, but it seems as it's only one angle that goes throughout, and then the end with everything coming out through the roof and kind of releasing that love from her life. It's pretty powerful. So I hope all the
Yeah.
visuals of this album follow that suit.
I want the visual album. Now that out loud, now I'm like, Selena, I hope wherever you are, you getting your nose swabbed up and you filming about 6 more music videos. I need it. Mm.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, on that note, that is all the tea we have to spill today. Happy we end on an exciting and celebratory note with Selena's new song. But we will be back on Tuesday because we are observing the holiday, Martin Luther King Day on Monday. Courtney, you'll be back tomorrow with Gabby for Moments of the Week, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share all your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us what you thought of Selena's new single and everything else we talked about. And Courtney, if they want more of you after the show, where can they find you?
If you want more me after the tea, all you have to do is just follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you know. And I've got my own individual YouTube channel. Just take my name, type it up top. It all comes up. Where can they find you, Shiftman?
You can find me on all social media as well. Just like my name right there, it matches my handle. And on that note, let's wash this tea off our hands. Everyone have a safe weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Mwah.
Alrighty, we'll see you next week, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And now it's time to wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's into man. You better wash your hands, Miss Man. Wash your hands, it's into man. Wash your, scrub your hands. Scrub your hands, it's into man. You better scrub your hands, it's into man. Hey, just wash your hands, Miss Ma'am. Just wash your hands, just wash hands, Miss Ma'am.